Hi there, you're here with Australian universities. Today we start in the Melbourne city centre with the main campus of RMIT University. The city campus is a cluster of buildings located close to the entrance of the Central Railway Station. If you want a truly immersive experience of studying in Melbourne, this is the place to be. It looks like the city was built around the campus, with skyscrapers rising outward in most directions. RMIT is a world top 250 university and is rated the 14th best in Australia based on World University Rankings. This is a huge education provider. It's the third biggest uni in Australia in terms of total students, as well as the number of internationals. RMIT has over 73,000 students, with close to 36,000 from abroad. Students often wonder what it's like to study in the city when doing a degree with RMIT. The good news is that you get access to plenty of infrastructure, both at the uni and in the city surrounds. The city campus spreads across several blocks with libraries, study hubs, creative studios, and specialist facilities for fields like business, law, engineering, and design. Some buildings are new and architecturally bold, while others are older but practical. You'll walk between them a fair bit, which will keep you fit, but distances are short and easy to manage. Transport is straightforward. Melbourne Central Station is beside the main campus area, and trams run along Swanston Street. Route 86 connects the city with inner suburbs like Fitzroy and Northcote before heading out to RMIT's Bundoora campus. The grid street layout and frequent services make it easy to get around, and many students live only a few stops away. Accommodation near the city campus can be expensive, so students generally choose nearby suburbs such as Carlton, North Melbourne, or Brunswick, where rent is more affordable. These areas are still close enough to walk or take a quick tram ride. The location makes commuting efficient, with short wait times and few stops. The main campus offers a busy student life, if you want that. For a start, most of the uni's clubs and societies organise events in the city. Groups range from faculty societies such as engineering and architecture to cultural associations and sports teams. For study and downtime, the city campus has libraries and open learning spaces. Students also use the State Library of Victoria. Melbourne Central next door offers food, supermarkets and essentials, making daily life simple without needing a car. If you plan carefully, you can live, study and socialise within a small radius of the campus. That's part of what makes RMIT attractive. City living that's walkable and connected by public transport. To get to know people, it's recommended that you speak up in classes and get involved in the activities on offer. Living in a share house is also a good way to make instant connections. Now let's head far beyond the city centre to the Bundoora campus of RMIT. While around 45,000 students are based at the city campus, more like 20,000 go here. This suburban facility specialises in fields such as health sciences, education, and biomedical science. The lifestyle here is quite different. Being about a 35-minute drive from the CBD and closer to an hour by tram, student life is much quieter. Most of the university's activities and events are drawn toward the city, so Bundoora feels more relaxed. And it's also much sportier, with many of RMIT's sports facilities and activities stationed at this outer campus. The area is open and leafy, with walking and cycling paths, shops, and access to the large Uni Hill retail precinct. Students sometimes move closer to the campus in their second or third year after building a social life through the city campus. As well as the city and Bundoora campuses, RMIT also has a smaller campus at Brunswick, home to the School of Fashion and Textiles, and several design studios. The uni also operates aviation training sites in Bendigo and Point Cook, where students complete pilot training. Getting into RMIT is quite difficult in terms of course entry standards. A minimum ATAR of around 70 is typical for bachelor degrees, though it varies by faculty. The requirements are comparable with Monash University, which is also in Melbourne and considered one of Australia's more prestigious universities. RMIT degrees are generally well regarded by employers and sought after by students. So, what's our verdict? Is RMIT a good university? The short answer is yes, though it's not for everyone. When you look at student satisfaction rates, they're about average by Australian standards. Around 80% of postgraduate students and 73% of bachelor students report being satisfied overall shortly after graduating. That's unsurprising for a large public university. The good and bad experiences across the student body tend to average out. It's interesting to note that RMIT is one of very few universities in Australia with more males, 51%, than females, 49%. That reflects a technology orientation, with strengths in engineering, design, and applied sciences. The university's identity has always been shaped by hands-on learning and industry links rather than academic research. For students who value practical experience, city living, and real-world career preparation, RMIT delivers a strong package. Those looking for a more traditional campus lifestyle, however, may find a better cultural fit at some of the other Melbourne universities.